Welcome to the video, guys. How are you doing? This week is Premier League Game Week 2 predictions. That is right, guys. Your boy's going to go through every single match and give my thoughts on who is going to win this weekend. I want to bring more footballing content to this channel right now. If this does well, every week I will predict the scores of every weekend to the Premier League. You want this to happen, guys, every single week. All you guys have to do is like this video right now. You see by my throat is pretty goddamn sore and I can't really shout. So it's been really hard for me this week to film some videos. If you guys want more footballing content, all you have to do right now is like this goddamn video. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with today's video. Game Week 2 predictions. Kicking off the Game Week prediction 2 is Aston Villa versus Everton. Everton have not beat Aston Villa since 1st of March 2016. So it is a big ask from Everton. Everton lost their first home game this season against Chelsea by 1-0. So, you know, they lost, but not a bad scoreline. So yes then, Aston Villa also lost to Bournemouth. Newly promoted Bournemouth. Bit of a shocker that, bit of a shock. Everton have not beat Villa since 2016. So I think the score is going to be 2-1 to Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa will redeem themselves this weekend by beating Everton. Bad loss to them against Bournemouth last weekend. So Steven Gerrard will not let that go lightly. So yes, 2-1 to Aston Villa. So next up is Arsenal versus my home team, Leicester City. So Leicester have not beat Arsenal since October 2020 during the lockdown days. Lockdown, guys. That's miles gone. But Leicester always seem to do well against Arsenal, especially Jamie Vardy. Vardy loves scoring against the big six. Arsenal beat Crystal Palace on the first game of the season last week. Arsenal didn't look that good. Palace should have scored a few goals. Arsenal said they got some good players this season, but Jesus, Zinchenko, and a few other players. But yeah, Arsenal have a beast of a team this season, and unfortunately Leicester have not brought anyone this season. Leicester have a few main players injured for this game. Barnes is one of them. Barnes is a big loss to Leicester because obviously Barnes is, you know, he's got speed. He's got skill. He's one that causes teams problems, and obviously he's injured. So Leicester haven't really got a standout player apart from Maddison and Vardy. But obviously Barnes is the key man. It's going to hurt me, but I think Arsenal will just beat Leicester. I think Arsenal will beat Leicester. I'm going to say 1-0. So Arsenal 1, Leicester 0. Only down to the fact Leicester have not signed anyone, and Arsenal have just strengthened their team this season by a long margin. So 1-0 to Arsenal. Next up, we have Brighton versus Newcastle. Oh man, Brighton beat Man United first match day of the season, 2-1. Brighton are off to an incredible start, beating Manchester United. Say, Manchester United, man, they're going to struggle this season. But yeah, like I say, Brighton with a fantastic win. Honestly, Brighton are such a hard team to beat. They are such a hard team to beat. Also, Newcastle beat Nottingham Forest. That is right. Newcastle beat Nottingham Forest 2-0. And say, both teams off to a flying start to the season with 3 points. And you know what? This is going to be tough to call. But Newcastle are going to be a tough team to beat this season. So I think Newcastle will come out on top with a 2-1 victory over Brighton. Honestly, Newcastle are going to cause some problems this season. Newcastle are going to be up there competing for the top 10 finish this season easily. Next up on the cards, we have Man City versus Bournemouth. This can only go one way, really. Bournemouth went on to a flying start of the first game of the season, beating Aston Villa. Bournemouth can't complain about that start, but unfortunately right now they're coming up against Man City, who have recently, obviously, you know, Man City have recently signed Haaland, and he scored 2 goals at the weekend against West Ham United. And boy, Haaland's going to be an absolute unit this season. Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, Foden, all them sorts of players, man, are going to show up this season. But yeah, fortunately though, obviously, this can only end one way. Bournemouth will lose, but by how much? If Haaland turns up that day, and Haaland's in the mood, and De Bruyne's in the mood, it could be a thrashing. But I'm gonna go. So on that note, I'm gonna go for a 3-0 win for Manchester City. I think that's quite fair on the Bournemouth fans. Let me know if you're a Bournemouth fan. Let me know down below in the comments. Next up, we have Southampton versus Leeds United. So wow, Southampton got off to a bad start, losing 4-1 to Spurs. Honestly, that was very one-sided. Southampton defending was not great at all. I watched match today and it was not great at all. They could be in trouble this season, but we shall find out. It's still early days, first game of the season, still early days, but if they perform like that again, they could be in serious trouble. And obviously, yeah, Leeds beat Wolves. Leeds beat Wolves 2-1 to start the season off. And you know what? Beating Wolves is a pretty good task. Pretty good ask. Leeds didn't look like they missed Rafinha or Kelvin Phillips at the weekend. They look a decent team. I think the Leeds manager said we'll miss Kelvin Phillips, but we can do without him. So it's like they're saying they'll miss him, but they can sort of evolve the team a bit more now. Evolve the team to being not a one-man team sort of thing. So we'll see how that plans out. So I think Leeds will sneak this. I think Leeds will sneak this win. I reckon a 1-0 win for Leeds United. Next up, we have Wolves versus newly promoted Fulham. Fulham kicked off the season with Liverpool and they looked good. Fulham looked good. Mitrovic scored 2. He absolutely bullied Van Dijk and Trent Arnold. Honestly, I watched that match and I think so, bloody hell, Mitrovic looks a completely different player. Like I say, if Fulham keep Mitrovic fit, Fulham could be in for a good season. Wolves have the crowd for their 12th player this weekend, so hopefully Wolves can bounce back from the loss to Leeds and somehow get a result against Fulham. But I was very impressed with Fulham, so I say if Fulham keep feeding Mitrovic them goals, passing the balls over to him, Fulham will be in for a good season. So Fulham drawing with Liverpool will give them a massive confidence boost, and I think they'll get a point against Wolves. So I reckon a 2-2 draw again for Wolves versus Fulham. So don't sleep on that game match today. That could be a good game. The last match on Saturday is 5:30. It's Brentford versus Manchester United. Leicester were beating Brentford 2-0 within the last half an hour left of the game, and Brentford came back to draw 2-2. Honestly, that match was annoying. But yeah, anyway, Brentford drew 2-2 with Leicester. Man United lost Brighton. Honestly, Manchester United could be in for a surprise. Brentford will come out and perform. Brentford have recently signed a new player called I think it's called Damsgaard. Is another Danish player. Honestly, this Brentford team love a Danish player. Brentford have a solid team, so with him in the team as well, it could really boost their confidence. So you know what, Man United. Honestly, guys, I watched Man United. I see the Man United highlights. Honestly, they don't look that good. They do not look that good yet. Ten Hag has still not got them right. And I know it's still early days, but there's still something there about Man United that isn't quite right yet. But they need to sort it out. Second season will not wait for them, because season will go fast from now. But yeah, so Ten Hag has some serious problems on his hand with Man United. We shall find out how to get on. But I think Brentford could sneak another win here. I think Brentford could sneak a win. So I think 2-1 to Brentford. I can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah, honestly, just on recent performances from Man United, I just don't see them doing well this season. I just don't see it. But anyway, so yeah, 2-1 to Brentford. First game of the Sunday fixtures is Nottingham Forest versus West Ham. Nottingham Forest lost 2-0 to Newcastle. Also, West Ham lost 2-0 to Manchester City, but that's understandable. 2-0 against Man City. But yeah, I'll say it again. Nottingham Forest will struggle this season, down to the fact they've signed so many new players. Bonding with the team is going to be hard. Bonding with all their players is going to be so hard to bond with, because they've signed like 13 players, and you know it's a big ask from Nottingham Forest to somehow bond with all their players and keep them all happy. So West Ham United are going to be good. Say losing 2-0 to Man City, you know it's sort of obvious. Obviously, Man City are the best team in the Premier League, so you know it's obvious that they're going to lose to Man City. But say West Ham will do well against Nottingham Forest, and I can't see Nottingham Forest getting anything out of this match against West Ham. So down to the fact of that reason, they can't bundle their players that quickly. West Ham will be too strong for Nottingham Forest. I think West Ham will win this game pretty easy. I reckon 3-1 to West Ham United. The last game we have on Sunday is Chelsea versus Spurs. What a game this is going to be. Spurs are going to do bits this season. Spurs are going to do bits. I was very impressed with their performance at the weekend against Southampton. They have got an amazing team this season. But yeah, Chelsea didn't look that great against Everton. It's a tough one. This is a tough one. Say, now they've lost Werner as well. Chelsea have no striker outlet. Yeah, they got Sterling, something like that, but Sterling's not an out-to-out striker. He's actually a winger. So it's like Chelsea have no striking outlet. So that could cause a bit of problems for them. Spurs looking good this season, and if they can get Kane on the score sheet, Son on the score sheet, Kulicheski, get him on the score sheet as well, they have a brilliant team this season. So I think, you know, a 1-0 win for Spurs and Kane to get the winner. Oh boy, the last game of game week 2 is Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. That is right, so Liverpool drew to Fulham at the weekend, 2-2 draw. Van Dijk got absolutely destroyed, so did Trent by Mitrovic. Honestly, if you Liverpool fans come in the comments say, they did not. They did. They got hammered, they got destroyed for strength. But yeah, they are up against Crystal Palace, who lost to Arsenal at the weekend, first game of the season. Palace, man, got it unlucky. Arsenal first game, Liverpool second game. So it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. But say Liverpool will be too strong for Palace, I think. If Palace can get Eze, Serha, and all them sort of guys to perform, then could be in for a good season. This match will be a win for Liverpool, but how much by? If Palace can keep Serha and Eze on the ball as long as possible, they could cause some trouble. But I think Liverpool will win. Liverpool should win this game pretty easy. I reckon 2-0 to Liverpool. Núñez get a goal and Salah will get a goal. So you know what? 2-0 Liverpool. So that is what then, guys. That is my game week 2 prediction for this weekend. Let me know down below what you think the scores are going to be, and let me know in the comments the final scores, so we can look back on this video and see how many I've got right at the end. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, guys. And if you want game week 3 next weekend, just smash that like button, man, right now on this video. Smash that like button and subscribe if you're not already. And also comment, so I know you guys are enjoying it. It's so nice to have the Premier League back every weekend now. I miss the football when the season finishes, so it's nice to finally have that back once a week again. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching today's video. See you next week for a brand new video. Good, and good night.